Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one, and because you're looking straight down the top, you don't know what's inside. It's our clear treat boxes with chocolates inside. Aren't they darling? Oh, I had so much fun making these. I knew when I got hold of these clear treat boxes exactly what I was going to do. And so I've got all my chocolates out into colours and boxes and what have you, and I have attached matching flowers from the Botanical build of Framelits. So I've got red ones here, and the colours I've chosen for this one, I'll do all the colours before I make the next one. Real red with Blushing Bride and the white leaves. They've all got white leaves. These little purpley ones, I've gone for Elegant Eggplant and Wisteria Wonder. My gold balls are, I've got Crushed Curry and So Saffron. Couldn't think what it was called then. And then these lovely pink ones, I've gone for Sweet Sugar Plum and Pink Pirouette. And they are just really cute and I love them, absolutely love them. So, the treat boxes, I'm going to do a different colour for you in a second. I did talk about these before with the Yankee Candle project. You can see I'm running out. You get 16 in a packet and they come flat packed with this peculiar film on it. And that is to, you can't see that at all. Oh, I don't want to show you the colour I'm working with. But that is so that when they're packaged, they don't scratch, so they're perfectly clear. I've already made mine. Do you want to see me make one? No, you've seen me. Yes, okay, I'll make one for you because I'm kind like that. So you take off your film and you just sort of open it up and you squish it, because obviously acetate doesn't like being told what to do, so we're going to let it know we're boss. Let me grab, I'm going to grab a dark piece of cardstock because you can't really see all that well. I don't know that it's any better on here. So you just manipulate where the score lines are and you over push it into position, because when you bring it back out it sits pretty much where you need it to be. Oh, I've just pushed that one too far. So I'm just building up all of my sides. So with this section at the bottom, and there are instructions in the package that tell you how to fold up the bottom. This one with a cutout piece goes in first. The side panels go in next. And that would be the phone. It will go off shortly. Oh. I think I hung that up. So they kind of pop in place. And I didn't realise I had the phone right next to me. It's typical. And then that last one goes in there like that. Wiggle around with your fingers, and that's the bottom built. And you just bring in the sides and bring in the front. Easy peasy. And that's your box made. So let me pop all of those off to one side, because the box I'm going to make this time is gold. Well, it's actually gold and silver. It's not gold at all, it's green. It's been that kind of a day, green and silver, because my bag, and I bought 2 of these bags from eBay, they're milk chocolate assorted foil balls. Sorry, from Amazon. I got 2 of them, and there weren't very many green, and as you can see there aren't very many green in this one, and I hadn't planned to open this bag, but I had some small boys in my house who did something very, very good, and they deserved a reward for it, so I had no sweets or treats in the house, so I opened up the bag. Anyway, Botanical Builders. This time the colour tree I'm working with, Whisper White, Mint Macaron and the Emerald Envy. Now I'm going to pull out all my shapes because I want the big leaf. If I bring in this one, I want that big leaf. I want the next biggest leaf. I want this one. That shape, that's going to create that one. That one for the centre of it. And the last one, which appears to not be there. That was that one. Wonder what I've done with that. It's probably in the box somewhere. Oh, well, we're not going to do that one, are we? We'll do this one. Definitely not there, is it? Oh well, right, okay, well, we're on camera. Okay, let's move all of those out of the way. So, oh, that's heavy. Okay, so what I've got here is I've got my Big Shot. I've got my new Big Shot platform. So this is the one that has got the ridge down the middle. Let me see if I can tip it. There you go, you can just see that part there and there. So it's got a ridge down the middle, the thin die adapter going on top, first cutting plate, which is very messy. I need to move that. And then I'm going to put my cardstock down. So, whoops, let me just chop this down a bit. I'm going to have the big flower on that one. On this piece of mint macaron, I'm going to have my 2 flowers, those 2, and then I've got my piece of Whisper White, and I'm going to do my leaves on that. Oh, I'm really cross. I wonder where that dye has gone. So that's all sitting on top of a cutting mat, and I'm going to put another cutting mat on top, run the whole lot through. And then come back, because that's just what I like to do. And hopefully that should all be ready to pop out straight away, so I can see when I look through from the other side, yes, everything's ready to go. So, and it's all apparently going to stick itself to my plate. Do you know what? We should sell the double-sided adhesive that's on this. It is so flipping sticky. Doesn't want to come off. There we go. Okay, so I can move all of those out of the way. So push those all on really hard. Do you know what? I'm going to spend the next 2 hours hunting for that dye, aren't I? Particularly as I'm clearly not positioning things in the right places whatsoever. Okay, so there we go. So this little guy, these bits sort of all fold up a bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this pale mint macaron flower in the middle of it. So mini glue dot on the back of that and into the centre, and just push up the leaves, the petals a bit. Same on that one. And then these here, I don't know how well you can see it, I've sort of bent down the middle of them to give them a little bit of lift. So not completely folding them in half, but giving them a bit of, well, I'm just letting them know who's boss. And for the top of my box, I have got, I can't see it anywhere, a piece of cardstock that's 2 by 2 inches. Let me trim up another one. 2 by 2 inches, which is 5 by 5 centimetres. And that sits on top of the box, so that everything can stick to it. So you can see I've got the colour in the background there. So that'll sit on the top there. Doing some fast fuse on there. Right onto the top of the box. Oh, it's sticking to my fingers. Okay, in with the white flowers. I'll have some fuse down the centre of those, and to sort of re-manipulate the position. They're white flowers, white leaves. Ugh. I need coffee, I reckon. Mini glue dot into the middle of that one, and relatively central. I'll just lift everything up again. Glue dot in the middle of this one, and off to one side. I don't know how that's going to look, but oh, glue dot stuck to me. And then I've got my big rhinestones here, or the biggest ones that I've got on this packet. One in the middle of that flower, and one in the middle of that one. And those are my 5 chocolate boxes. I really hope you like them. I think they're lovely. Simple project, pretty decoration. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you soon. Hopefully I'll have found that die by then.